Top of the day to you, whatever time of day it is for you. Good morning, good afternoon, or good evening. This morning, we're getting an early start outside. Sayla's right here with me, and we're gonna be moving some chickens. These chickens right here have been in this garden. Actually, it was overgrown and really crazy, believe it or not, and they just really have done an excellent job just getting rid of like 95% of everything that was in there. So it's well past due of moving them. And at this time of year, the vegetation around here, it gets shorter and shorter and less and less. So we have to be really creative in making sure that we provide our chickens and ducks with the good vegetation. There's still a couple of areas around here. We haven't had any snow or big time freezes around here where things have just been iced over. So we do have some spots here and there that have vegetation. So what we're gonna do right now is we're gonna move these chickens. We'll try to and move them into a new area in the back side of the garden, so that way they can work on eating that vegetation, have what they need, and also kind of clean it up for us, because there's just been some old crops over there that we need to kind of crop out, and they'll do a good job of doing it, won't they, Sayla?
Yep.
So only challenge is we haven't moved them to this area before, and there's a little bit of obstacles in the way, so we're just gonna have to see how it goes. The first thing I have to do each time is actually turn off the fence so nobody gets shot. There we go. Oh man, that is beautiful up there. All right, so the chickens are all in there. Might be a duck or two in there too. Well, one duck is out. So we're just gonna have to get that duck to kind of go where we can keep it contained while we move these or try to catch it. It's a little wet. We've had a lot of rain here lately, so I'm not gonna run and try to chase the chicken with Sayla here. So see what we can do. All right, now that we pulled the fence in, just to keep the one duck right here, and oh look, there's some geese. It's always interesting when animals come by around here. You never know what you're gonna see. We see Canadian geese regularly. There's a pair that come lay eggs here every spring. And we even have a heron that stays on the property, and it'll fly over, and it sounds like a pteranodon, a pterodactyl, or some kind of dinosaur when it flies overhead. It's pretty neat. So the next thing we're gonna do, I'm glad we didn't try to catch our duck here, because it's very, very slick and muddy here. So we're gonna leave her inside this white fence here, and next we're gonna move our Premier One electric fence, open it up so that way we can take our chickshaw out here into the back of the garden, and then bring the fence back over, and then let the chickens get to work and enjoying their breakfast salad. All right, pretty muddy, so hopefully I don't fall and get too muddy. Hard to had one dirty job this week. Here's another one. All right, so mostly easy to move this tractor. The wheels are pretty good on it, but with the mud, let's see what happens.
You're sunk in the mud.
Oh man, that's pretty yucky. This shows how much rain we had here lately. Oh man. I don't even know how I'm gonna get it out of that mud. It's just deep, man. Alright. This requires my muscle. Hopefully my brain too. See if we can wiggle it out free. Oh man, it's just like I just keep staying in the mud. I thought I was coming out of it. Oh. Alright, it's time for our morning workout, I guess. We'll try shoveling some of that yuckiness out of the way, so maybe you can make a little bit more room for the tire to come out a little easier. I think.
There we go. Getting out.
Woo! Almost there. Man, that was tough. Whew. I gotta take a breather now. That's tough.
Daddy!
Yeah.
It was in here so deep.
Oh man, that is pretty deep, especially right there. That's crazy. Put my whole hand down there. It's crazy on both sides. Ah, yuck. Definitely needs to dry out. All right, back to moving it again.
Be away, y'all.
Micah's here.
Hi, Micah.
Good morning, Micah.
Good morning. I am albino. Hey, let me see your shirt. Rhino. Rhino. Are you Rhino boy?
Okay.
That's the one. You didn't even try. Whoa.
Hit the ground, but up here will I still hit the ground? Yeah, that's good. Put. All right, Sailor. I think I'm gonna see if Mom can give me some backup. She's working me pretty hard. Good morning, Sleeping Beauty. How are you today?
Good.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Can you give me a push?
A push.
I need help moving the chickshaw.
Oh. I guess so. Did you put your
Besides, you're missing another dirty job.
I want to miss it.
All right, so as I lift it up, if you could just push on the back side and see if that'll help us get rolling a little bit easier.
I can do it.
So much. Go ahead, I had to get a different grip. Yep, couldn't done this by myself. I think right here will be good. Thanks.
Welcome.
See, you didn't get too dirty on that.
No, you always got to bring in the big guns to help move stuff.
Yeah. Thanks for helping out on the easy part, because that first part over there and where it had sunk it down, it was pretty hard. We actually recorded it on time lapse, but the time lapse makes it look a lot easier than it was. All right, so we got to get that other half of the fence, the white one. Just got to get that duck somehow. You have any ideas, Sailor?
Yeah, Daddy. We can herd the duck into this fence.
It's a pretty good idea. I think we can work together and make that happen. Good job. All right. She's ready to be moved, I guess. Think she's ready?
Yep.
Are you ready?
I guess so.
Let's just open it up right here. So if you can kind of stand here at the top, and then we'll just kind of guide her that way. See how it goes. Crusty old Yoda here. Yes. Strong as she. Keep your hands open. Well, that was a good idea, but she got past you. Well, we'll just let her play in the pond, and she'll come back when it's time when it's dinner time. Oh well.
Sorry.
It happens. Okay, one thing that I didn't mention about the pond and the duck going in there is right now we're giving the pond a rest. You don't want to have the ducks in there constantly where the poop just kind of gets things, just creates an imbalance in the water where your things are growing like algae and things that you don't want to grow in there. So for the past couple months we've been giving the pond a break. So we will let them get back into the pond, and if you're new to our channel, we have a pond. It's about an acre pond, and we do let the ducks get out on the pond. And if you want to kind of get an idea of our ducks' normal life, especially during the warm months, check out a Ducks Life video that I did about how we raise our ducks, and we do let them out on the pond. Like I said, right now we're giving the pond a break. In the movie, I think it was called Big Little Farm.
Yeah, I think so.
I liked the movie and I didn't like the movie at the same time. But what I'll say about what I did like about it is that was one of the things that they learned with raising ducks and having them on the pond, is they were getting a problem with algae. So learned that they need to cycle them with the pond and not have them on there constantly. Well, enough rambling. It's time to let the chickens out. I said chickens, there's also ducks in here too. Sayla, you gonna do the honors of letting them out?
Yep.
Come on now, lady. It's time for some breakfast.
Chick. Eat. Chick. There goes the duck. Eat. Chick.
It's really important to give the chickens and ducks vegetation when you can, but when you can't, another thing that we do to supplement is let them eat alfalfa. And we'll get the alfalfa pellets and we'll actually just ferment them, and that's a good way for them to get the chlorophyll. And there's a lot of good nutrients and actually protein and things like that in the alfalfa that help with their egg production especially during the winter and colder months. And Sayla, what was something you did earlier this week to help with giving our chickens some vegetation?
Josiah, Micah, and I, we gave them some arugula that was cropped out. Be like a horse. I get that. Don't pull it up by a root. No, now we're back. All the way. Beep, 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 beep.
So yeah, you can also take some of the crops that you're not going to be using in your garden and just give them to your chickens or your ducks, the livestock. They'll love it. So it's like growing a garden for your chickens. Just have a few more finishing touches to do on the fence. Just a couple of areas where there's like gaps. We'll put our pins down here to hold it on that bottom cord so they don't come right out. As well as we need to bring the Energizer over here and set up their feed and water. So we'll do that. And but it's neat to know that we grow food for ourselves, but we also grow it for our animals, and it produces for people and for animals, that once we are gotten what we need from growing food, that they can have what's left over and enjoy it. So mutually beneficial, working together as co-workers of the environment. Well, that wraps up today's project. What day is it today, Sayla?
Friday.
Yes, it's Friday. It's also payday. You get paid today for all the work you do around the farm. So thank you for your help. We always take at least one day off from the farm doing any type of farm work each week, but we've also been trying to take half days here on Fridays now. That's a goal going forward. So that's it for now. We're gonna enjoy the rest of our day, just finishing up our chores and the rest of the stuff we have to do. Hope you guys have an awesome weekend. We'll see you next time.
Be strong and grow on.